Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Slink. Welcome back to another video, and I don't really want to call this another convo cast video or episode, but at the same time, I'm gonna just be sitting down talking to you guys. It's not gonna be gaming related, it's not gonna be streaming related or anything like that. I'm just gonna be sitting down, giving my thoughts, talk to you guys about what's been going on in the past few months, what I have planned moving forward, and then also just a little bit about me and how I'm doing right now. So it's very rare that I do these videos or like just these like sit down talks. If you guys have watched my streams in the past, you guys know that I really don't talk about like my personal life too much. I mean, I do occasionally, but it's not really something that I'm like really a big fan of. I like to, like, when I stream and like I make like videos and stuff like that, I really like to kind of keep my personal life out of things, just to, you know, kind of move away from that, right? It's like video games, for instance, right? Where when you're playing video games, you play video games to like kind of get your mind off other things going on in your life, and that's exactly what streaming is like for me. So like, I mean, occasionally you'll have people come into the chat and they'll ask you like, you know, like about your personal life and things like that, and I'm just one of those people that just I kind of tend to ignore them. Like sometimes I'll actually answer those questions and I'll be straight up honest with the person asking the question, but most of the time I try my best to just kind of ignore it and just not answer it fully. And that's just to kind of keep my mind off of those things, because outside of streaming and outside of making videos and whatever that I do, I don't want to say I have a very stressful life, because my life is very easy compared to what other people are going through. But at the same time, I have a lot going on in my life. I think that's easy. I think anybody can really say that. I think everyone has a lot going on in their lives in their own different ways, right? Some people, they got school to focus on, others got work, others have like health issues and things like that. So it's just kind of different for every person. But for me personally, I think that I have a lot going on, and one of the ways to kind of get away from all that stress and even anxiety that I go through on a daily basis, is just by streaming and making videos, even though I haven't made any videos recently. And we'll talk about that in a second, but the best way is to just to make content and just kind of get my mind off of those real life things that are going on. And with that being said, let's just hop straight into it. We're going to talk about what has been going on over the past few months, because again, like I said, I haven't made a video like this in probably close to a year. And I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update, especially all the people that are loyal to me and loyal to the That Guy Slink community, I guess is the best way to put it. So the first thing being is we're going to talk about just the beginning of the year, right? The first like 6-7 months of 2021 and what I've been up to. So at the beginning of the year, you guys might know, I stopped going by Slink. I went by 2-bit for a little bit, from like January or even late December until like I think early April. Until like early April, I went by 2-bit, and it was just kind of like a little bit of an experiment. I learned a lot from that, honestly. I know I get trolled about it all the time. People are always like, "Yo, 2-bit," and I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's not my name. I go by Slink now." Or I go by Slink again, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, that was an interesting experience. Nonetheless, I learned a lot about like social media and social influence, and what I need to do in order to continue to grow. And just making a new name for myself was not the move. It was, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was a big L for me personally. I did enjoy it. Things were looking good for like the first like month or so when I was going by 2-bit. But I think that just goes with like the surprise factor. A lot of people weren't expecting that to happen, and when it did happen, a lot of people were kind of like sticking out with it, like they're just really interested in it at first. But over time, people were like, "Oh, dude, this kind of sucks." You know, it doesn't feel like it's you anymore. It doesn't feel like it's the person you are. Feels like you're kind of hiding behind a mask in a sense. So I was good. So like January all the way through like March, I was going by 2-bit. I was uploading YouTube videos, streaming constantly, and I was enjoying it. But halfway, I would say about halfway through March, it kind of hit me, right? It kind of hit me that I lost a lot of that community interaction and like family feeling. I know it sounds cheesy to say, but family feeling was definitely a big one, right? Like it didn't feel like I was I don't know. It felt like I was playing a character with the whole 2-bit thing. So I decided in like mid-March that I was gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna switch back. I'm gonna go back to Slink. It's what I've been known as for like the past like almost 10 years now. So I might as well just stick with it. And if people don't like it, people don't like it. That's up to them. I mean, I know I have a little bit of a negative influence with the Slink name and the person known as Slink to some people. And that's one of the main reasons why I went to 2-bit, right? Was to just be known as a different person and kind of have like a different opinion for other people. Because, you know, maybe some people have heard of Slink and they think like, you know, hey, that guy's toxic. That guy, all he does on the stream is scream and yell and he makes fun of people. So that's one of the main reasons why I went to 2-bit, was to kind of get rid of that persona in a sense. And it was good for, like I said, it was good for like the first month. And then after that, it just didn't really seem right. So went back to Slink and it was good. I streamed for only a handful of times since I went back to Slink, from like April to late July. Only a handful of times, and the reason for that was because I started doing YouTube again. I switched over to YouTube, and I was making a lot of zombie videos and zombie content, and it was doing good actually. I was doing really good. It's kind of popping off in a sense on some videos. Of course, you guys know the Easter egg guides are probably what gets me the most views, but I was enjoying YouTube a lot for a while. And then one day, again, it's weird, right? Because like I'll be so stuck and determined on one thing, and then one day my opinion will just completely change. It's not only with streaming and like content creation and everything like that. It's with everything in my life, right? Like there'll be days where like I'll be in like a rut. Like I'll be like, I just want to sit in my room all day. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be alone. And then one day I'll just be like, hey, I want to go outside. And I'll be going outside. I'll be very active, going to the gym, hanging out with friends all the time. I'll like barely like ever be in my room. And it'll be like that for like weeks on end. And then boom, they get switched again. I don't even want to. I want to say it's bipolar, but at the same time, I don't want to use that in an incorrect sense, because I know bipolar is a very serious disease, or not disease, but a very serious problem that some people have. But I don't know. I guess you can say I'm like self-diagnosed bipolar when it comes to stuff like that, just because like I don't know, man. I'm just so set on things, and then like out of nowhere, my whole ideology and my whole thinking will just change. And it's weird, right? And it's like a double-edged sword, right? And in one hand, it can be a really, really good change, but on the other hand, it can be really, really bad change. And I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm trying to fix that. But anyways, back to what's been going on with me. So I've been doing the whole YouTube thing. I did it for about like 2 months or so, and I was doing good. I was getting some subscribers. I was getting views. Everything was going up. You know, we had that big green arrow. If you guys make content, you guys know that big green arrow that you can get, which basically just says like, hey, your channel's growing. You're doing good. Keep up what you're doing. I was getting that, and I was feeling really good about myself. But it goes back to it, man. Like, I just really, really like streaming. I really enjoy it. I think it's probably one of the most entertaining things that I could do when it comes to the internet. Like, obviously playing games is a big one, and I really enjoy playing games, but streaming is just so fun and so entertaining. I love the instant interaction. Like, compared to YouTube, you post a video, you gotta wait for people to comment or to subscribe, and you gotta like watch like the dislike counter, see how that goes, things like that. Whereas streaming, you can just get that live interaction, you get that one-on-one with people, and it's just something that I enjoy a whole lot more than compared to YouTube, right? I still enjoy making YouTube videos. I feel like YouTube is definitely something that I want to continue to do, but streaming is always, I think, my number one choice. And I don't know, maybe that could change over time, but like as of right now, at the time I'm recording this video, streaming is by far my favorite way of content, right? And anyways, yeah, so I was making YouTube videos from like late April into like July, or maybe into like end of like late June, and then I didn't really stream too much. I didn't stream at all, actually. And I moved over again. Here we go. Transition. I've done a lot of transitioning in 2021. I know beginning of the year, I was like, yeah, dude, I'm going to get partnered. We're going to be growing, everything like that. And then obviously none of that came to fruition. I just keep switching what I want to do, and it sucks, right? But in late July, actually no, like midway through July, I think like July 15th or something like that, I decided that I was going to go back to grinding out streams on Twitch, and that's exactly what I've been doing. At the time of recording this video, it's the beginning of August, so it's been about 2 weeks, and the support that I've gotten has just been overwhelming, man. Like, it's just night and day. It's actually insane. I started out with 10 subscribers on Twitch when I first started, which was actually crazy to think about. Like, it's crazy to think that I had 10 subscribers and I didn't stream for literally months. So to come back to 10 subscribers, like, that's actually huge. And then now at the time of recording this video, we're up to 63 or something like that, which is insane, dude. 63 subs in 2 weeks is insane for somebody of my size. So I don't want to sit here and like brag about it and say like, you know, like that's insane. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that is insane. That is an insane accomplishment to have, and I'm very proud. I'm very grateful for the people that are in my community that are, you know, always, you know, subbing, gifting subs, bits, donos, hosts, whatever it may be, and even just coming in and just chatting, and, you know, just being there. I'm very grateful for it. So these past 2 weeks, I've been grinding almost every single day. The only days that I haven't been streaming are the days that I've been just busy with work and busy with working out. I started working out again. So I got to get in better shape. I've kind of let myself go this year compared to last year. And so that's something that I've been working on as well. So I would say right now I'm at a pretty good point in my life, right? Like I started working out again. Obviously, we got to see how that goes. I started streaming again. Obviously, we got to see where that goes too. But I feel like I'm committed, man. I feel like I'm doing really good. Obviously, later into the year, those things are probably going to go away. Well, the streaming is going to go away for a few weeks, because if you guys didn't know, I live in Japan right now, and I'm actually moving back to the United States in November, which kind of sucks because November is like the golden month of gaming every year. That's when all the really cool games come out. Like, you got Call of Duty, you got, I know Battlefield's coming out in November or like late October or something like that. So like that's like the golden age of like video game releases and things like that, which I mean, it kind of sucks that I'm leaving at that point, but I'm very grateful to be going back to the US, just because I miss it, dude. I've been in Japan for 2 years now, and while yes, I do love it here, there is a lot of things that I don't like at the same time, right? Like, you look at like time zones, and there's a lot of like restrictions here, like for like certain websites and things like that. Like ESPN's blocked here, right? And if you guys don't know me, I'm really into like UFC and like MMA and things like that. Like I love watching UFC, and having ESPN blocked kind of sucks, but of course there's always a workaround, right? I'm not going to tell you guys how, but just know there's a workaround. So yeah, like it's just things like that, like those small things. And on top of that, you're also like super far away from your family and your friends, and I don't know, you just feel kind of separated from the people that you grew up with and the people that you really bond with, right? Obviously, I've made friends since I've been here, and I'm extremely grateful for them. And I feel like I would definitely be a lot more, I don't want to say depressed, but a lot more sad and unhappy if I didn't have the friends that I've met here. So I'm extremely grateful for them, and they've made my time here definitely for the best. But I think it's time for me to go home. I'm ready to move back to the US, and I honestly can't wait, man. I can't wait. But anyways, the streams, I'm going to continue to grind. I'm going to continue to grind the streams. I know I've made a lot of like promises in the past, and I've not been able to keep up with them and things like that. But I truly do believe right now in this current state that I have mastered my scheduling and like my time management skills with being able to have a full-time job, and then also being able to stream part-time. And on top of that, also being able to focus my fitness and my social life, and just a lot of things that are like in place. I feel like I'm at the perfect time and I'm at the perfect point in my life where I can have all that scheduled perfectly for me. And so I'm going to continue to grind the streams. I'm going to continue to work out. Obviously, like I did just start working out like last week, so it hasn't been too long. We'll see how that goes again, like I said, but I do want to continue. And just right now, this is a high point in my life, I would say, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we have moving forward. Obviously, a lot of the streaming goals and a lot of the content creation goals that we set at the beginning of the year will 99% not be able to be accomplished this year, but that is completely 100% okay. At the end of the day, it's not about the goals. It's about how you're feeling, like those are just numbers, right? And while those numbers are important to a lot of people, to me right now, they're not important, right? Like I don't care about my viewer count. I don't care about my sub count. I don't care about any of that, man. I don't care about my views or anything like that. I care about every single person that comes into my channel having a good time, enjoying themselves, and wanting to come back again for another stream. And if I'm able to do that, even like once a day, once a week, that's a big win for me. And I'm just looking forward to it, man. I do feel like this is a new, upgraded way for me to make content. I'm really enjoying it, honestly. We just did a 25.5-hour stream last weekend. 25.5-hour stream. I've never done that before. That is the longest stream before that was a 22-hour stream. And then the one before that was a 19-hour. And then we just did a 25.5-hour stream last week after not streaming for literally 4 or 5 months. So that just shows you how dedicated I am and how motivated I am right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing where the road takes us. Obviously into the end of the year, obviously moving into 2022. And I'm not going to sit here and make any promises with you guys and tell you guys, what's going to happen. But something about it, man. Something about it tells me that 2022 is going to be the biggest year of my streaming and content creation career, in a sense, right? I feel like this 2022 is going to be the year that I blow up. I hear it all the time. People always, like shoot me DMs, or they just say it straight to me, or whether it's like in their streams or whatever. But I get told a lot that I'm a entertaining guy, and that I will eventually have like that blow up. And I feel like 2022 is going to be that. I feel like we're going to get a huge break, and however that's going to happen, I don't know, right? Like I can't read the future, but I just know it's going to happen. I know 2022 is going to be a huge year for me and for also all the people supporting me, man. So I'm really looking forward to it. And with that being said, this is going to wrap it up. I know about 18 minutes of me just talking, right? I wanted to sit down. I wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on with me for the past few months, what I have going on right now, and then of course what I have planned for the rest of the year moving forward, right? And if you guys want to see more videos like this, where I just kind of sit down and I just talk to you guys and give you guys a little bit of an insight of what's going on in my personal life, and kind of give you guys some backstory of some of the things that are going on in the streams or in the YouTube or whatever it may be, just let me know. With that being said, I'm gonna end it here, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was able to give you guys a little bit of an insight of how I'm doing and why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to continuing to just grind, put in the time, and just be the most entertaining person that I can be. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name's Slink, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, boys.